Hi there, this is Ventichic. Today, we'll look at how wealthy parents raise their children to give them a better chance of long-term success. Here are the 15 lessons rich kids are taught that the poor don't know about. Number 1. Understanding how money works. At home, poor parents never discuss money. The only time the kids hear about money is when the parents are arguing about not having enough. So the whole idea is associated with a negative feeling. Discussing the value and significance of money in the household is typically a top priority for wealthy parents. Because of this, children are introduced to the idea of money's value at a young age. Number 2. The difference between an asset and a liability. The house you live in and the car you drive to the grocery store are liabilities. They need money to keep running, but they don't bring in any money for you. The same is true for your brand new iPhone, expensive clothes, flat screen television, and everything else you bought without considering it. The wealthy devote all of their time and resources to acquiring additional assets, such as purchasing a rent-producing apartment or publishing a book, which will generate a lot of money. Number 3. They're not entitled to anything. While the poor always look for someone else to care for them, the wealthy know that the world can take everything from them if they don't perform well. There are benefits to being born into a wealthy family. They may have had a head start in life, but the road ahead is long. They need to focus on growing rather than just keeping up with the pace. Number 4. How to be sociable and connect with other people. If people like you and love being around you, many doors of opportunity will show up. Many business opportunities are based on socialization and relationships. You will have better job opportunities available to you. You'll get along with people better. Speaking of likes, we would appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. Thanks. Number 5. Stop expecting immediate results and avoid magical thinking. Poor people hope to inherit property, win money, or become wealthy quickly. They have this strange expectation that their lives will miraculously improve. Ironically, even if they get a lot of money, they don't know what to do with it because they don't have enough education. Teaching children to play the long game is a top priority for all wealthy parents. Number 6. How to create daily habits that, in the long run, give them incredible advantages. The wealthy use the power of habit to advance in life, whereas the poor cultivate harmful habits that endanger their lives. It typically takes around 21 days to form a new habit, and once you surpass that time frame, you can start using it immediately. Make time for reading a daily routine if you don't read enough. You can free up a lot of time by organizing and optimizing your workflow. Number 7. Money is a tool, and it's a good thing. Poor people attribute a negative quality to the idea of money and link their issues to their lack of financial resources. This is because even when they receive money, it only leads to more issues that they cannot resolve. Rich people know that money is just a tool that you use to get around. Number 8. Increase income instead of lowering expenses. How to make more money is one of the most important lessons a parent can teach their child. The less effort you need to put into the real world, the smarter you are financially. The wealthy focus entirely on increasing the amount of money coming in. If you increase your income, you will always have a lot of money left over at the end of the month. Poor people teach their children how to cut costs. This type of mindset takes a lot of effort to change entirely, but fret not because Ventichic is here for you. Just click the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified once we release more interesting content that will inspire and shape your mind to success. Number 9. Knowledge is more valuable than money in the long run. Investing in yourself pays the best dividends. This quote is about making yourself more valuable to the world. Valuable people are rewarded because they can add value to other people's lives and get whatever they want. There are numerous strategies for gaining value. You can apply for a position within the company or create a product or service that people use. Mastering anything requires 10,000 hours, which is why the wealthy encourage their children to participate in various activities to get a head start. Number 10. Don't work for money. Have money work for you. Passive income is a great idea for building wealth. To make more money, you need to understand money itself. You can read as many books as you want, take classes, attend seminars, get an MBA, or do anything. The rich use their money to make more, whereas the poor exchange their time for money. These two categories of people approach financial matters in very different ways. Number 11. Solving problems is the quickest way to get rich. The wealthy teach their children the difference between earning money and becoming wealthy. Entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos have made a lot of money by creating products and services that solve people's problems. Poor people are paid to do things like deliver the newspaper, wash the car, and do jobs that only require them to do one thing. Number 12. Not to waste time on things that do not correlate to the real world. The educational system is quite messed up at the moment. You're taking on a lot of debt for skills that 1. Has nothing to do with the job market you'll be in when you graduate, and 2. If you are passionate about any of those topics and put in the time to master them, you have a better chance of making it on your own. That's frustrating, right? Number 13. How to use good debt instead of bad debt. Poor people take out loans to use the funds to pay off debts. They borrow money to buy a new phone or car or to pay for necessities. The wealthy only borrow money to increase their wealth. If you can demonstrate to them how you will be able to repay their money and how safe it will be, investors and banks will happily lend money to this kind of project. This is how skyscrapers are constructed, and this is such a valuable lesson. Press the share button to share this knowledge with your friends and families. Number 14. 80% of results come from 20% of effort. According to the 80-20 rule, only 20% of the action results in 80% of the outcome. Only 20% of a company's customers are responsible for 80% of its revenue. 80% of your work is done by 20% of your employees, and so forth. This mathematical ratio is quite accurate in almost every business in life. Wealthy parents send their children out into the world because there's more value to be gained by experimenting than by staying inside and studying all night. And number 15, having money doesn't make you a better person. It just solves some of the problems. Most wealthy people are humble because they never forget where they came from. Wealthy parents know what it's like to be on the other side, so they teach their children humility and respect for others as early as possible. Having money is something that should be celebrated. The fact is that you can't buy a clean conscience no matter how much money you spend. Now that we're done presenting the 15 lessons, we have a question for you. What is one lesson your parents taught you that has stuck to you up until now? And do you believe this made you a better person? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for staying until the end. We hope this video gives you a lot of lessons and insight on how to educate your kids or even yourself on the road to success. Bye for now.